କିଏ ଅଦର ପିଲାଟା ବାହାର ପିଲାଟା। So hello everyone, how are you all? Hope you are all doing well. And this is Santosh Kumar Sudar. Welcome to dear sir and then student. So today in this video lesson, we are going to begin with a new chapter, that is from your prose section, invitation one book. Okay, Kenaran, hi, very good morning. And it is from your prose section, that is invitation one book, titled as on examination. Okay, so in this video lesson we are going to start with your new chapter. Okay, so let's see. So coming to the title, so hello, how are you? Okay, so next, the title, the very first title is on examination. Okay, here on examination refers to that we are going to that is read the topic, read the context, that is based on examination. Okay, everything will be discussed regarding examination. Examination upare amu gote jinsa deichi. On examination means we can say that is the topic is about examination, regarding examination. Okay, about examination. Okay, so here the topic we are going to read, it's about examination. Okay, and namaste, K Narayan, good morning. Okay, then Winston Churchill, it is by Winston S. Churchill. Okay, so the author is here Winston S. Churchill. Good morning. Mamani Misra, good morning, very good morning. Krupa Sindhu, good morning. Then it is by Winston S. Churchill. Okay, so the author is here Winston S. Churchill. So let's come to the that is author's introduction. Okay, first of all we will discuss the introduction about the author. Okay, so first of all, introducing the author, let's see. Sir Winston Leonard Spencer Churchill. So the name is little bit lengthy, little bit long, but you need to remember it. Okay, yako man rakhibo. So the full name of Winston S. Churchill, that is Sir Winston Leonard Spencer Churchill. Okay, 1874 to 1965, and this is the year of birth and year of death of the author. Okay, was the Prime Minister of England twice. Okay, he nominated two times. Okay, he elected as the Prime Minister of England twice, that is from 1940 to 45. Okay, then second session thila tankar 1951 to 55, two times. Okay, he elected as the Prime Minister of England for the that is for two terms, that is two times, that is 1940 to 1945 one first term, second term 1951 to 55. Okay, a noted statesman and an orator, Churchill was also an officer in British Army, a historian, a writer and an artist. Okay, then we will see that is a noted statesman. Noted means a famous. Okay, you can write noted means famous. Famed or famous. We can write well known also. Well known, best known. Okay, well known, best known, like this. ताले से गुट्टे कौन थिले जने well known. Okay, very famous, that is a politician. Okay, And orator also. Orator means the public speaker, the person who is skilled in speaking, public speaking. Okay, so as a politician, he gives different kinds of speech. Okay, and he also speaks very well, skillfully. Okay, we can say orator, person skilled in public speaking. Okay, the person who is skilled in public speaking is known as a orator. Okay, a good speaker, a good public speaker is known as your orator. He is a good statesman, noted statesman. Statesman means STA. Statesman. Statesman means a politician. Okay, we can say a politician. A well-known politician, we can write. And he's a well-known politician and an orator also, a good public speaker also. At the same time, Churchill was an also an officer, okay, in British Army, and he was also appointed as an employee, as an officer in the British Army. Okay, British Army no se gote kon thile officer hisab re se bhi thile. A historian also, he writes history. Okay, he writes history. Those who write history, we call them historian. And a writer also, he writes different kinds of things, different kinds of books, different kinds of he writes related to different kinds of topics. Okay, and an artist also. Okay, he's an artist also. At the same time, he was an artist. He was a British officer in British Army, and he was an orator. He was a public speaker, good public speaker, good statesman also. Okay, well-known politician also, and a historian also. He was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1953, and he was awarded in the Nobel Prize for Literature. Okay, 1953 रे तांको गोटे literature by Nobel Prize मिलितला. Okay, at Harrow is an excerpt from the chapter 2, that is known as Harrow, of Winston S. Churchill's autobiography, A Roving Commission, My Early Life 1930. Okay, so this is the autobiography of Winston Churchill, that is A Roving Commission. आमे कुटिके एटा होची तांकर autobiography. Okay, A Roving Commission and the Early Life 1930 रे एटा तांकर पब्लिश अछि. 1930 रो पब्लिकेशन सेटा होची तांकर autobiography. Autobiography means that is written about something, written about the life of the author. Author life विषय किछि से लिखिचंती, तांकर निजे लाइफ विषय से किछि लिखिचंती, तांकर जर्नी, तांकर लाइफ सब जिंस को लिखिचंती, so that we can say it's a autobiography. Okay, so here the chapter we are going to discuss, it is an excerpt. Excerpt, you can say excerpt means a part. Okay, excerpt. A part. Okay, a part of something, especially a book. Okay, so the topic we are going to discuss, we are going to read, is an excerpt, is a part of his that is autobiography, that is from the second chapter. His autobiography is divided into different chapters. He has written in the form of different chapters, and from those chapters we will read the second chapter, that is known as your Harrow. Okay, the second chapter titled as Harrow, and here the second chapter is being described by the author. Okay, so next see, so what is the autobiography of the writer here? A Roving Commission and My Early Life. It was published in the year 1930. Okay, now got it. So introducing author, we saw that is Winston Churchill is the Prime Minister of England. Okay, he elected twice. The year 1940 to 1945, one first phase, and the second phase was 1951 to 55. It is the second phase. Then we will see he is a good politician. He is a very well-known politician, good statesman, noted famous statesman we saw, and an orator and a public speaker also at the same time. Then we will see he also a historian, he is also a writer, and he is also an artist. At the same time, we will see that is he's being appointed as a officer in British Army also. British Army re gote officer thile. Then we will see that is, and he also got the Nobel Prize for Literature in the year that is 1953. And the discussed topic, today's topic that we are going to read, the today's section, it is an excerpt. It is a part from, that is, it is a part of his autobiography known as A Roving Commission, My Early Life, that was published in 1930. And we will read the second chapter of his biography in this section. Okay, in this section. Now the section is, that is Harrow. Second chapter of his biography is Harrow, and we are going to read about the second chapter that is based on Harrow. Okay, so let's see. So unit 1, first of all, unit 1, that is warm up, that is a preparatory exercise. We already have known that it's a preparatory exercise and introductory, that is lesson given. So first of all, examinations. So the topic is on examination. So we will, so remember that, keep in mind that we are going to read something that is based on your examination. Okay, based on examination, we will read all the things that is related to your examination. So examinations for many are not a pleasant experience. So the writer says here, it is the opinion of the writer, it is the view of the writer. So the writer thinks that examination is not it's not a good idea for all. Samasthang ପାଇଁ ଏଟା ଗୋଟେ good idea ନୁହଁ. For many it's unpleasant experience, an unhappy experience. Okay, nobody that is some of the students, many students, they don't take interest in examination, they hate examination. As a student, we usually hate examination. Okay, so similarly here the view, here the opinion of the writer also described. There are many students, they like examinations, every student like examination, but here in case of the author never liked examination. So that he is describing his experience that for many students, that is, the examination is a bad experience, is an unpleasant experience. It's not a good experience for many students. And the author he also includes in this section, he is not in favor of education. He is not in favor of that is examination. Then secondly, the apprehension of not doing well makes even bright students anxious. Okay, anxious means disturbed in mind. Okay, so the prospect of examination, the apprehension of examination, apprehension means that is the fear. Okay, apprehension means that is, we can say apprehension is a fear of something. So the apprehension, the fear of examination even makes the brighter student to do bad in examination. Okay, they get disturbed in their mind, they mentally get disturbed, they psychologically get disturbed, and they become depressed, get depressed psychologically, so that they usually do not do well in the examination. Okay, so this is the disadvantages of examination. So one of the disadvantage being described by the author. What is the, that is disadvantage, what is the demerit of examination? That demerit of examination is, that is, even the brighter student, they get anxious, they get depressed with the fear of examination, in the fear of examination, so that they do not do well in the examination. Same thing we will see. Now read the following unit of the text and note how the writer took his entrance examination to Harrow. Okay, Harrow is an institution. Okay, Harrow is an educational institution, so a school like this, where the writer here, the author here, gets admitted, and before getting admitted to the school, to the institution, to the educational institution known as Harrow, there is a system that every student, the each aspirant who wants to get admission, who wants to get admitted themselves in the institution, they have to appear the entrance examination. Okay, like nowadays different examinations, different entrance examination is being held. Suppose you are going to, and that is the going for your higher study, like your that is post graduation degree or something like this, NEET, JEE. These are the different examination. Suppose you are going to do your medical practice, then you have to attend the NEET exam. Then your engineering sector, then you have to attend your JEE exam, like this. So there is an entrance examination to get admitted into the institution, that is Harrow. Okay, so similarly the writer also faced the entrance examination before getting admitted into Harrow. Now the text. Okay, so here writer will describe about the entrance examination and how he did, that is whether it is did good and did bad in the entrance examination, we will see. Okay, I had scarcely passed my 12th birthday when I entered the inhospitable regions of examination, through which for the next 7 years I was destined to journey. Okay, so here the writer says, that is, I had scarcely passed. Scarcely means hardly. Okay, scarcely means hardly. Hardly, quite not. Okay, so I had not passed my 12th birthday. 12th birthday means writer was not even 12 years old. Okay, below the age of 12. He was below the age of 12. Then what happened? He entered. When I entered means the writer entered, the author entered the inhospitable region. Inhospitable means that is unusual, okay, strange, and it becomes awkward to the writer. Okay, it's the inhospitable which doesn't fit, we can say that doesn't that is not suitable, we can say not suitable. Okay, so it is not suitable for the writer, for the author, so that he is saying the examination is an inhospitable reason, inhospitable atmosphere, inhospitable affair, okay, for the writer. And then what happened? Through that examination, through which means through that examination, for which for the next 7 years I was destined to journey. And after the examination, after the entrance examination will be over, then the writer has to continue his study for the next 7 years. Okay, his journey was that is educational journey will be 7 years. Okay, 7 वर्ष तांको पढियाको पडिथांता, सेटा से कहउछन्ती 7 वर्ष तांको पढियाको पढिबार थिला तापरे आफ्टर द एंट्रेंस एग्जामिनेशन. Okay, got it. Next we will see, these examinations were a great trial to me. Okay, a great trial. It was a crisis moment. It was a very that is a moment of greater importance. Okay, so the writer says here the examinations were great trial. It's a trial like thing. जेमती गोटे कोर्ट रे जेमती गोटे विचार होची, गोटे ट्रायल होची. So similarly, it seems to be a great trial, because the writer is apprehensive about the examination. That the writer usually fears examination, so that he says it's a great trial to me. Okay, and the subjects which were dearest to the examiners were almost invariably those I fancied least. And the subject of the examination, so there was entrance examination, and the subject of that entrance examination was almost which were dearest, which were close, which were very familiar to the examiners. Okay, just add a page here. Okay, so dearest means, okay, first one is destined. Write down destined. Destined means aimed. To go to a particular direction also. Okay, destined. Then we will see that is examination grade trial. Trial means that is test. Okay, okay, test we can say. Then subject were dearest. Okay, dearest means familiar. And the subjects that was set for the entrance examination, that were dearest to the examiners. Okay, the examiners said the subject which was suitable for them. Okay, it was those subjects were not suitable for the students or for the applicants or for the that is we can say for the candidates. Okay, so the subjects were dearest to the examiners were almost invariably those I fancied least. Okay, I fancied least means I have no knowledge. Fancied means having a knowledge on particular subject. Here fancied least means the author doesn't have such kind of special knowledge on those subject. Okay, so here that is invariably. Invariably means without a change. Change, or we can say usually, or always also. Okay, so invariably the subject is always same. Okay, the subject is always same, which is suitable for the examiners and it's not suitable for us. Okay, because those subjects that were being examined, that were being set for the examination, that was I fancied least. Fancied having much knowledge. Of something. Having much knowledge of something. So now we will see that is the author fancied list. Fancied list means list means that is the lowest, that is the negligible. Okay, negligible amount. I do not have usually list means that is no, almost no, or little. Okay, little means also negative. Okay, so the author says the examiner set those subjects which I had no knowledge, on which I had little knowledge. I had almost no knowledge about those subjects, and I would have liked to have been examined in history, poetry, and writing essays. Okay, so that is the favorable topic or the favorable subject for the writer. The suitable subject for the writer is the history, poetry, and writing essays. These are the suitable topics. Suitable that is we can say suitable subject for the author to be examined. So the author says I would have liked. Okay, it would be better if I was examined, if I have been examined in the subject of history, in the subject of poetry, in the subject of writing essays. Okay, then only I would have done better. Okay, because these subjects are favorable, these subjects are my favorite subject. These subjects are suitable for me. Writer कहबा कथा कि जदि हमको एग्जामिनेशन करा जाय थांता हिस्ट्री राइटिंग एसेस की पोएट्री रे ए सब रे करा जाय थांता देन आई वुड हैव डन बेटर मु कोन एतरे भलो होय तो करि परथांती. So I didn't do better, I hadn't do better because I hadn't done better because the subjects were not familiar, not suitable for me. Mo pai seta सब suitable नथिला. Okay, next one, the examiners on the other hand were partial to Latin and mathematics. And another thing was there, that is the examiners, those who are conducting the examination, those who set the question papers, they were on the other hand, on the another case you will see, they were partial to Latin and mathematics. Okay, they were partial means they were giving so much importance to Latin and mathematics. Okay, partial. Partial, we can say not equal. Okay, not equal or supporting one sided or one sided we can say. So the examiners were always partial, where they have the preference for the, that is mathematics and Latin also. Next we will see, and their will prevailed. Their will means the will of the examiners. Okay, the will of the examiners, it prevailed. Their will was superior because they are the authority. They are conducting the examination, and whatever they will say, that will be the subject and that will be the topic and that will be set for the examination. So they are the authority, so that their will prevail. Okay, their will prevail means that is prevailed. Prevail means be superior or authoritative. Okay, so their will, as they are the authority, as they are the supreme, they have the supreme power, they have the control over the examination, their will prevail. Okay, whatever they set, it becomes the rule and it's set for the examination. Okay, next we will see, see. Moreover, what happens, the questions which they asked on both these subjects were almost invariably those to which I was unable to suggest a satisfactory answer. Okay, now the writer says, that is whatever they said, the that is subjects which are dearest to them, which are suitable for them. But what happens in my case, in the writer case, what happens, the question which they asked. Okay, so there were different questions asked by the examiners. The question asked by the examiners from the subject on both these subjects. Okay, both these subjects means from Latin and mathematics. Okay, were almost invariably those to which I was unable to suggest a satisfactory answer, and it was the answer I could not give a satisfactory answer because they are asking questions from Latin and mathematics, and I usually do not have any knowledge. I do not have any familiarity with Latin and mathematics. I have no that is idea about mathematics and Latin, so that whatever questions they ask about Latin and mathematics, I could not supply with a satisfactory answer. Okay, I could not answer well. I could not answer I could not give any good answer. Then next I should have liked to be asked to say what I knew. Then the author suggested that then they should have questioned me whatever I know, whatever I knew. Mu jaha janichi seta ko semane hoito pacharibar thela. They should have asked about my knowledge, my experience or my knowledge about those subjects which I have practiced, which I have knowledge. Okay, but they were not doing so. They always tried to ask what I did not know when I would, and they always asked the thing, whatever they always asked the thing which I usually did not know, usually do not know, or usually did not know. Good morning, Rudanand. Very good morning. Then we will see that is, it is the author who is saying that if they had if they would have asked about the thing, about the topic that I had practiced, that I had mastery over, then I would have given the satisfactory answer. But they, instead of that, they question me different things that I did not have any knowledge about that, so that I could not give any satisfactory answer, and I the writer says I did not know the thing. Okay, whatever they asked, they asked about the thing that I did not know, I did not have any knowledge. Then second is, then that is when I would time the join. Okay, but don't worry. Okay, next, when I would have willingly displayed my knowledge, they sought to expose my ignorance. And then the writer says that is when, at the time when I would have willingly displayed, when I wanted to. Pie chart start. Okay, we will start pie chart. We will start the writing section very soon, and we have many chapters in your prose section. So after the completion of this chapter, we will simultaneously, we can do everything. Okay, and we will do one after the other. Okay, we have very little time, we have very little space, so that in that timing we will try to cover everything. Okay, don't worry, Rudanand, don't worry. Now that is next, I would have, yes, when I would have willingly displayed my knowledge, when I wanted to show my knowledge, that I knew this, I knew that, when I wanted to show my knowledge, then what happened? They always sought to expose my ignorance. They always sought means seek. Okay, sought means seek. Write down. Sought means past tense of seek. Seek means which is search. Okay, seek means search. They always search for my ignorance. Whenever I wanted to give a satisfactory answer, whenever I wanted to show my knowledge that I knew this, whenever I wanted to discuss about the thing I knew, they did not accept that, they did not listen that. Instead of listening, they wanted to search, they wanted to seek, they wanted to find out my ignorance. Okay, my ignorance means that is my mistakes, or you can say the thing which I have no knowledge. Then this sort of treatment had only one result, and this sort of treatment means whenever they try to find out the thing which I did not know, which I had not known, then what happened? Then the result will be 0, then the result will be negative, then I would not have given any satisfactory answer. I did not do well in the examination. The only result was I did not do. I could not do best in the examination. I could not do well in the examination. Okay, so this is the result. Because why the writer didn't do well in the examination? Because the examiners always tried to find out the thing which the writer had not known. Okay, they never ask any question that is related to the knowledge, related to the topic the writer related to the topic on which the writer had a complete knowledge, a thorough knowledge. Okay, so that was the reason for why the writer did bad in the examination. Okay, got it? So the next paragraph we will see, this was especially true of my entrance examination to Harrow. Okay, so this is the experience. So this is the experience of the writer while attending the entrance examination at Harrow. Okay, so this is true. This is especially true. This is, in my case, this is the true case in my life when I attended the examination, entrance examination, that is to Harrow. Harrow को जीवा पाई ताको जो entrance examination थिला ताको आमे सेटा को कौन करथिले से entrance examination ने मते ए सब जिंस फेस करे को पड़ितला. This is the statement given by the author. The headmaster, Dr. Weldon, however, took a broad-minded view of my Latin prose. Okay, so there was a paper, there was a Latin paper, there is a mathematics paper also. We saw in the previous that is paragraph. So Dr. Weldon was the headmaster there. Okay, Dr. Weldon, the person name is Dr. Weldon, who was the headmaster there. And what happened? Dr. Weldon, what did the Dr. Weldon do? The Dr. Weldon had a broad-minded view. Broad-minded view means that is a person who can who can have who can have a kind of idea that he could see the deeper thing. Okay, the deeper thing, that is so बहुत जिनस को विचार करिके बहुत जिनस को से जानी पारुतला से सब जिनस, that is broad minded view. Okay, open minded, we can say open minded view. And that person had a broad minded view and took a broad minded view. He could see, and he could see my, that is my inner talent, my inner quality. Okay, and broad minded view of my Latin prose. Latin prose तांकर जो Latin the prose section थिला, then it was checked by whom? The Dr. Weldon, the headmaster. The Latin prose was checked by Dr. Weldon, the headmaster. Then he showed, Dr. Weldon said that it showed discernment in judging my general ability. Discernment means that is discernment. A judicious, we can say judicious outlook. Okay, a judicious outlook. And Dr. Weldon saw any judicious judgment. Okay, judicious outlook. Why? Regarding my general ability. Okay, Dr. Weldon could see my general ability from the essay, from the Latin prose I have written, I have given the examination. Then this was the more remarkable because I was found unable to answer a single question in the Latin paper. Then it is why it is remarkable, why the writer, why the author says that Dr. Weldon showed any kind of decent good judgment while judging my general ability. Why is it strange? Why is it remarkable? Because what happens, we will see, that is, this was the more remarkable. It was remarkable because why? I found unable to answer because I could not have given any answer. I could not give any answer a single question. Okay, I have not attended a single question in Latin paper. Latin paper में मैं गुट्टे वाली question attend करना था, but still then Dr. Weldon have given me the marks. Okay, Dr. Weldon have given me the marks because he could see the general ability. He can see the general ability of me, the general ability, my general ability, instead of that is instead of the paper manifestation, instead of the paper that is paper performance. तांकर paper performance को से न देखे कि से कौन देखे तला the general ability. Okay, the true nature and ability of the writer. Okay, next we will say I wrote my name at the top of the page. So in the Latin section, in the Latin prose, in the Latin paper, what did I write? I write the name at the top page. Okay, then I wrote down the number of the question I. So first of all, I wrote my name. Then secondly, I wrote the question number I. We have different that is number of questions I, 2I, 3I, IV, like this. So similarly, in the question paper, the question number was set like I, 2I, 3I. Then the writer only did one thing. He did write his name on the top page. Then he wrote the number I. Okay, the first number of the question. After much reflection means much thought. Okay, reflection. Reflection means thought. Okay, thinking something deeply. After much reflection, after thinking some time, what happened, that is I put a bracket around it, thus like this. Okay, so after much reflection, after writing my name on the top page, then I wrote the number I, first number, then much reflection, then thinking a period of time, thinking sometime, then I put a bracket like this. Okay, the bracket is like the I and cider bracket जो है. But thereafter I could not think of anything connected with it that was either relevant or true. Okay, that is after putting a bracket in the, that is on the question by the side of the question number, then thereafter I could not think of anything. I could not think of anything. Then nothing came to my mind related to the topic or related to the question. That I could not give any answer. I could not write anything regarding the question, about the question. That is connected with the either relevant or true. Whether relevant means, that is relevant means according to the appropriate to the question. Okay, I could not think of anything that is appropriate, that is related to the question or related to the topic. Incidentally, okay, then incidentally there arrived from nowhere in particular a blot of several smudges. Okay, incidentally means suddenly or surprisingly, or you can say accidentally also. Okay, so sorry. So accidentally or suddenly, surprisingly, what happens? There arrived, there came from nowhere. From nowhere means there was no reason. Nowhere I could mention that is a particular blot and several smudges. Blot means that is dot. Okay. Blot means that is spots. Dots. And smudges also. Smudges also means making dirty. Asna kariba, अलिया आवर्जना करिबा. So several smudges here refers to the blot and smudges refers to the tear of the writer. Okay, tear of the author. What happens then? I started suddenly the tears came. The tears fell from my eyes. Okay, then but it made mess. It made dot on my paper, on my question paper, on my answer paper. I gazed for 2 whole hours at this sad spectacle, and then a merciful users collected my piece of foolscap with all the others and carried it up to the headmaster's table. Okay, then we will see that is who came, that is I gazed. Okay, after I write my name, after I wrote my name, then I wrote the question number, then I put bracket, then I could not think of anything related to the topic. I did not write anything. Then I that is automatically, that is suddenly, surprisingly, tear fell down from my eye, and it made some mess, made some dot on my question paper, on my answer paper. Okay, then after that I gazed for 2 whole hours. Okay, so the exam, the time period of exam was 2 hours, and I could not write anything. Only I could think of only with a sad expression. I sat for 2 hours and I gazed. Okay, I only looked at the question paper, I only looked at the answer paper, and it was a sad spectacles, it was a sad expression. Okay, and then merciful. Merciful means that is a kind. Okay, merciful means kind. Merciful, kind, ushers. Ushers means USH. Usher means attendant. Attendant, or we can say peon. Okay, peon. So now we will see that is I passed the whole 2 hours by with a sad expression, without without writing anything on the answer paper. Then what happened? The merciful. Okay, merciful. Why the writer says it's merciful? Because the writer is struggling. Okay, in the duration of 2 hours, in the that is the entrance set for the 2 hours, I was struggling. Okay, because I could not write anything, I could not know anything, I could not have any knowledge, I did not have any knowledge about those topic. So that it was a struggling time for me. Okay, that I was as if I was struggling, and when the users collected my foolscap, my answer paper, and it gave me relax. Okay, so that the writer says it is the merciful users. Merciful users means like this. Okay, and foolscap means the answer paper. Answer script. Okay, so this is the answer script, and he collected the answer script from me, with all others. He carried it from other students, he collected from other students, and he collected the answer sheet from me also, and carried it up to the headmaster's table, and he took it, he placed the answer sheet on the headmaster's table. It was from this slender indication of scholarship that Dr. Weldon drew the conclusion that I was worthy to pass into Harrow. And it was from this slender indication. Okay, from this slender indication means this very thin, or slender means thin, or we can say very short. Okay, and it's a very short indication. From this indication of scholarship, okay, the Dr. Weldon drew the conclusion means Dr. Weldon decided that I was worthy, I was eligible. Okay, I was eligible to pass into Harrow, I was eligible to get admitted into Harrow, at Harrow, and I was eligible for qualifying the entrance examination. It is the decision of Dr. Weldon. It is purely the decision of Dr. Weldon, and it is nothing of my ability, it is nothing of my eligibility. It is only the consideration of Dr. Weldon. Okay, so that I could pass the examination, and it was very much to his credit. Very much to his credit means it is all the credit should be given to Dr. Weldon. Because of Dr. Weldon I could pass. Okay, because of his consideration he made me pass. Okay, it showed that he was a man capable of looking beneath the surface of things, a man not dependent upon paper manifestation. I have always had the greatest regard for him. And then we will see that is it showed that Dr. Weldon made me pass. Okay, Dr. Weldon gave me mark that to pass the examination. From this we can say that Dr. Weldon is a man who had the capability of looking beneath the surface of things, and he could not see, and he was the man who could not see only the surface, only the outward thing. He could see the inner thing. He could see the inside, the thing that is inside, inside of something else or somebody else. And he could not dependent upon the paper manifestation. He could not dependent. He could not judge. He could not make his judgment from the paper manifestation, from the paper परफॉर्मेंस. ओके एग्जाम रे जो पेपर परफॉर्मेंस अछि सेतिरे से पेपर रु जहा देखि डिसाइड करनो थला. एंड ही कुड सी द इनर क्वालिटी. ओके इनर क्वालिटी और इनर स्कॉलरशिप ऑफ a student. I have always had the greatest regard for him, and I will always praise him. I will always respect him for this, because he is the only one who could see my inner talent, who could see my inner quality, inner ability. Okay, and he could not see, he did not consider my paper presentation, my paper that is paper performance, but still then he only could see the ability or the, that is capability or the skill that that was inside me. Okay, so because of this I could get qualified for the entrance examination at Harrow, and all the credit should be given to whom? Dr. Weldon, the headmaster, because without him I could not have been admitted into the school, or I could not have qualified the examination, entrance examination. Okay, so this is your paragraph number, I think 1 2 1 2 3. So this is the completion of your paragraph number 3, and in the next video lesson we will start from paragraph number 4. Okay, so this is the completion of paragraph number 3. Paragraph number 3 completed. Then in the next video lesson we would start with a new paragraph, that is paragraph number 4. Okay, is it all clear to you? Rudanand, Mamuni, K Narayan, and your Krupa Sindhu. Yes, is it all clear? Please comment yes or no. Please comment. समस्ते बुझी पारलो ना नहीं इटा जहाँ में डिस्कशन कले, whatever we discussed, is it all clear to you? Rudanand? Okay, thank you very much. Okay, thank you all of you.